I welcome all the students to the video lecture on types of economy part 3. In types of economy part 1, that is my earlier lecture, I explained the meaning on features of capitalist economy. In my second lecture, types of economy part 2, I explained the meaning and features of socialist economy. Now in this particular lecture, types of economy part 3, I will explain the meaning of mixed economy and then I will elaborate the characteristics of mixed economy. As I already mentioned in my earlier two lectures, that we classify the types of economy on the basis of the ownership of the resources. Means who possess the ownership of the resources, whether public authority or the private individual. On the basis of that particular criteria, we will classify, we classify the types of economy. In capitalist economy, the ownership of the resources is with private individuals. In socialist economy, the resources are owned by public authority. And now we are going to study the concept of mixed economy. In this mixed economy, the ownership of the resources of the country is owned by or possessed by both public as well as private authority. Here I mention the word combined ownership, means the resources of the country is combinedly owned by private individuals as well as public authority. That type of economy is known as mixed economy. In the mixed economy, the combined ownership of the resources is expected. In order to get the benefits of capitalist as well as the benefits of the socialist economy, the economists in 1950s, particularly the economies who got independence after the World War II, they preferred to establish, to form this particular type of economy in their country. Particularly in case of India, in 1950s, while reformulating our economy, while restructuring our economy, we adopted the model of mixed economy. Why we adopted this model of mixed economy? Because after analyzing the various economies of the world, after critically examining the different economies of the world, in order to get the benefit of capitalist economy as well as to get the benefits of socialist economy, we adopted the model of mixed economy in our country in 1950s. In order to enjoy the benefits of both the structures of the economy, that is capitalist economy as well as socialist economy, the India adopted the model of mixed economy. No doubt, both the economies, that is capitalist and socialist, they are having their own pros and cons. But to get the positive sides of both the capitalist and socialist economy, we adopted the model of this particular mixed economy. Now we will see what are the characteristics or features of mixed economy. The very first feature of the mixed economy is coexistence of public as well as private sector. Means all the ownership of the resources of the country is owned by public authority as well as the private authority. That is known as coexistence of private and public sector. As a part of example, we can see before 1991, now after 1990s, if you look towards the structure of Indian economy, it is no more mixed economy. It is more uh, capitalist and less socialist economy. But before 1991, if you take a look at the scenario of Indian economy, there exists both the structures, that is public as well as private sector. In case of the ownership of agricultural land, private property is assigned to each and every individual of the villages. That is completely, that became the private sector. But in case of industries, the maximum number of industries, means the key industries of the country and basic industries of the country, were regulated and controlled by the public authority or government undertakings, that are known as public sector undertakings. So maximum number of industries means maximum number of the resources of the production in industrial sector, they were controlled and possessed by the public authority. So it means before 1991, if you look towards the Indian economy, then we can observe there was an existence of public as well as private sector in the economy. That is what the meaning of coexistence of public as well as private sector. That is one of the features of mixed economy. The second feature of mixed economy is individual freedom. Individual freedom means the freedom of the individual is protected in mixed economy. As we know, the mixed economy is the coexistence of socialist and capitalist economy. And here, in the second point, individual freedom, this is the positive side of capitalist economy. Positive side of the capitalist economy means in capitalist economy, individual freedom is mostly protected. It means in capitalist economy, the private individual is allowed to possess and maintain his own property. But on the other side, on the opposite side, in socialist economy, there comes some limitations over individual freedom. In socialist economy, the public authority will not allow the private individual to possess the property or to own the private property. Means there is the limitations which the government is laying down on the freedom of the individual at that particular point. So here in the mixed economy, the individual freedom is allowed. Means each and every individual is allowed to take his own initiatives, to start his own initiatives. Means individual initiatives are allowed in the mixed economy. Means any private individual can establish his own undertakings, can run his own undertakings, his own initiatives he can start in the mixed type of economy. So in that manner, in that way, the individual freedom is protected in the mixed economy. Means here in the mixed economy, this particular positive point is picked up from the one of the characteristics of capitalist economy. In India, the same characteristics, the positive point of the capitalist economy we picked up in order to give maximum freedom to the individuals of the country. So that is what this second characteristics. The third feature of the mixed economy is economic planning. This is the economic planning. It is the positive side or the positive point of the socialist economy. It is the plus point of the socialist economy, which is picked up by the mixed economy. In the economic planning, the planning process is activate, means the central government will plan for the overall development of the economy. In our India, in case of India, the planning commission, it was is used to work for a couple of decades in order to plan the economy of the country, in order to make a planned development of the country. So central authority will plan for the development of the economy, and that planning will decentralize, or the that particular planning authority will plan for the overall economy, so that benefit of the planning can be initiated in the mixed economy. Next characteristics is price mechanism. Price mechanism, it is market and controlled price mechanism. Means in the mixed type of economy, both type of price mechanism exists. Market oriented price mechanism as well as controlled price mechanism exists in this mixed economy. Means at some time the price mechanism is controlled by public authority, and in case of some other goods the prices are allowed to fix in with the help of market forces. What it means? It means that the prices of the commodity, in some cases or in some particular goods, the prices of the commodities and goods and services are controlled by the government in the mixed type of economy. Take an example. In India, in case of transportation, the monopoly of railway or Indian Railway is there. Here in various states, some public transportation system is working over there. Means in case of public transport, that corporation will control the prices of the fares of or the transportation. In case of Indian Railway control the prices of the ticket of the travel. That is controlled price. Means the authority or the government authority controls the prices of that particular services. At the other hand, we can also see some private transportation system working over there in the country. In this private system, the demand and supply forces will determine the prices of the travel or of the journey. Means both the mechanism, means controlled mechanism, in case of Indian Railway they will control the fares. The private mechanism means private transportation, the fluctuation of the fares of the travel, it depends upon the demand and supply side. Means controlled mechanism, price mechanism, and market price mechanism, both these price mechanism are working, are functioning in the mixed type of economy. That's why the price mechanism is of both the types. Market price mechanism, in which the market forces, demand and supply forces, will determine the prices of the commodity, and at the same time the control price mechanism means government will determine, government by intervening in that particular market intentionally determine the prices of the commodities. Both these type of price mechanism is exists in the mixed economy. So in this way, here we can study we explained, we elaborated, we discussed the characteristics of the mixed economy. So Indian economy is an example of mixed economy, better to say it was an example of the mixed economy, because after 1990, particularly from 1991, when we started the implementation of the model of liberalization, privatization, and globalization, the Indian economy not seems to be a mixed economy. It is becoming a more private or more capitalist economy and less socialist economy. So therefore, the structure of the Indian economy not seems like the mixed economy in the current scenario. But before 1990, if we observe or take a look at the scenario of our economy, definitely it was a good example of the mixed economy. So in this way, we can explain the characteristics of the mixed economy. So here, with this, our content of the first unit, that is types of economy, is completed. In my next lecture, I will start the second content of our first unit, that is the characteristics of Indian economy. Thank you very much.